Hey everybody, Uncle Munkle here, and this weekend the Anthem open demo was available to the public and I was able to play a healthy amount of it. After a boring intro and getting the hang of flying, I was able to dive on in to let you know what I think. Anthem is a third-person action RPG that can be played online with friends or randoms, but can also be played in solo mode. Made by Bioware and published by EA, this game is another AAA title coming out in an already front-loaded year. With several other big titles set to come out this month, I wanted to dive into Anthem's demo to see if this game would be worth getting day one, or should I wait out the inevitable sale. I enjoyed my time with this game on the Xbox One X, so let's get into it. The world of Anthem is an absolutely stunningly beautiful landscape to play in. Flying around in the Javelin suit is breathtaking for the first time and can be a real joy. For about the first hour. The landscapes that you play in and the farscapes that you can see in the distance are crisp, clear, and look amazing. But to be honest, it really reminded me of a planet from Destiny. But the water, oh man, it's beautiful. Just look at this water. The reflection, the waves, the ripples, the way the Javelin suit slides over the top as you cool down on a long flight. It looks absolutely beautiful. Have video games finally figured out water? The enemies have some decent variety, and as this was just the demo, I am expecting to see some more variants of existing enemies, as well as some new enemies in regions that aren't available in the demo, and that are hopefully in the full game to deepen the roster of ads. The opening town has some nice textures, colors, and its residents look amazing. Well, until you talk to one. The lips on these NPCs seem to move without any rhyme or reason, and more often than not, they're giving you the old crazy eyes. On a side note, I take personal issue with just how crazy white everyone's teeth are. It's so distracting. And I mean, I'm sure you're all saying, well, Uncle, I'm sure they just have good dental hygiene. But I'm sorry, am I to believe that during the apocalypse, everyone was sure to save and pack as much toothpaste as they possibly could? I'm sorry. It just looks creepy, and it's distracting. However, the good thing about how gorgeous the world is that it kind of helps distract you from just how boring this game actually is. I mean, don't get me wrong, flying around the battlefield fighting enemies, rezzing buddies, and shooting up some baddies looks and feels so good. But unfortunately, this game is stuck in a rinse and repeat. Short fights, then fly around for 5 to 10 minutes waiting for a world quest to show up, and then when it does, heaven forbid that you die, because you will spawn miles away and have to backtrack all that way. The rinse and repeat didn't just plague the free roam mode, sadly. The same feeling came from the few quests the demo had to offer. Random matchmaking is a joy to see available, but when entering spawn restriction zones, it can be agony if you happen to misread the situation and get downed. You could be waiting a very long time to get rezzed. This game's version of a strike, or mini raid, is a cool addition, but doesn't come as a fresh new idea, so if you've played Destiny or any other similar titles, this mode just doesn't add enough to be fresh and ends up feeling like more of the same. A very cool feature of this game over other ARPGs is the flight with the Javelin suit. With 4 frames to choose from, there's some nice diversity right away, and it gives them the ability to add more frames down the road, which you know they will. It's EA. They love microtransactions. Which sadly brings me to my next point. There's microtransactions in the demo. You can't buy the currency yet, but it's on full display in the Javelin management store. This disgusted me. Yeah, I get that they're all cosmetic, but after playing for well over 5 hours and not a single cosmetic item dropped, I can only imagine that they will all be for sale only. So they give you a little bit of currency at the start of this demo to deck out your Javelin and make it look sweet. So that way, when the full game comes out, you're definitely going to pound those credit card numbers in to get your suit looking cool again. I mean, I give them props on the idea, but man, that's shady. Based on what I've seen from my time with this demo, is that this game just feels empty. Large landscapes with not a lot of enemies in them, flying from point A to point B to fight small groups of enemies, kinda seems like more of the same. I really hope that that's because this was a demo and not because they plan to shovel out DLC after DLC. Honestly, if this game was called Destiny 3, I wouldn't be surprised. This game reeks of EA, and that's never a good thing. In closing, I would definitely suggest waiting for this title to go on sale. We all know it will. With the other top games coming this month, save your money and don't get fooled by EA. They always mark games down, almost 50% within 2 to 5 weeks. Having not even played the other upcoming games, I can already say Crackdown 3 should be a day one play if you're using the Xbox One Games Pass. So worth it. And the new Far Cry, releasing the same day as Crackdown 3 at $40 to $50 depending on your region, looks like an amazing value. And if you still aren't satisfied, there is a ton of incredible indie games on sale that you can play until Anthem inevitably drops in price. Worst case, wait till Christmas. We all know they'll come with a Game of the Year edition with all the DLC. Oh my god! So you can get that. At the end of this, I give this demo a score of 63 out of 100. EA, Bioware saved you from this score being much lower, but I still smell you all over this title. The 63 just comes from Bioware making a game that's like playable, fun, and the combat is cool, the flying is cool, the javelins look cool. There's so many cool things about this game. But, and there's a big but, there's areas that just feel so empty. The strikes just feel more the same. Honestly, this is just a Destiny clone. And that's kind of where the loss of points come from. Thank you for watching, and I hope this was able to help you with your decision on whether or not to get Anthem Day 1. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. Comment below on what game you'd like me to review next. Do your part and subscribe to PewDiePie.